Hi, welcome back to On the Daily. In this episode, I am going to go deep about investing. I'm going to talk about what I invest in, how I think about investing, how investing in myself and in my business has grown me over the years, and why it's, I think, important to invest in next year, this year. So if you are currently building something and investing is an area of conversation that you would like to be a part of, then this episode is for you. Hey friend, welcome to On the Daily. I'm your host, Danielle McCleary, and I am a quantum business coach. I'm the host of this podcast. I'm a multi-six-figure entrepreneur, co-founder and president of Hype You Media, and CEO of Danielle on the Daily Coaching. What I'm really interested in is helping you live a life and have a business that is a full body yes. So through all of my education and all of my experience, I'm bringing you 2 episodes a week where I will guide you and give you the tools necessary to scale a massive, sustainable, and sexy business using your intuition, wealth energetics, and human design. What we can call it is business biohacking. So if you're down for that, then I say let's frickin' go. I'm so glad you're here. It is December 12th, and we are 4 days into the 12 days of D. We've had already some incredible offers. We have 6 days left, 7 days left. I don't even know. Just until December 20th, which is my birthday. And every single day is a different deal. If you're new here, the 12 days of D, every single day, there's a different deal, a different offer, a different bundle, a different extended payment plan, a new program. There's lots of different things, and each one is only available for 24 hours, and then we move on. And so if you want to know what is available, you need to be following my Instagram because I post it in stories every day, and you need to be on my email list, which is giving updates every single day. And this is not the thing to wait until the end and then be like, which one do I want? Because they are only good for 24 hours. So if you see one you want, you got to take it. And this is my favorite time of year. And then right after the 12 days of D, starting on the 20th, starts the secret offer. If you know, you know. The secret offer is you have no idea what it is. It's awesome. It's always awesome. It's always worth way more than what you will pay for it. This year, it is absolutely insane. And the best thing is you don't find out what you purchased until after Christmas. And so the secret offer will start on December 20th. Each day, the price will go up until the 25th, at which point the secret offer will close. Each day, the price doubles. So it's going to start at around $33, which I will go over more in our next episode. But 12 days of D and the secret offer are upon us. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you need to be checking my Instagram stories because I'm going over all of this. Welcome back to our second to last episode of this season. The 15th is our last episode for the year. We're going to take 2 weeks off and then we come back in January with season 3. And I'm so excited about that. But this episode, I know a lot of people are trying to figure out like what they want to invest in for next year and who they want to invest in, and do they want a program? Do they want a mastermind? Do they want a private mentor? Do they want to invest in systems for their business and all these things? And I was just going through my numbers, obviously, because we're nearing the end of the year. I was going through my numbers and I realized I invested in 2023, I invested over $85,000 into my own mentorship. So into my own coaches, my own mentors, programs, VIP days, all the things. And I just want to kind of pull the layer back on that and really explain all of those things in detail, because I think it's really easy to hear the number $85,000 and be like, I could never. But this wasn't just like one mentor that I paid. It was like, I paid for programs. I paid for a mastermind. I paid for some private mentorship. Like I paid for a VIP day. Like there were a lot of things that I invested in, and I invest in my business. I invest well over, probably in my business alone each month is probably close to like $20,000 to $25,000. And that's like for people I pay, that's for the systems I pay for, that's for the platforms I pay for, the subscriptions I have, all the things. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about just investing in my own mentorship for the year of 2023. And just so you know, I've already planned out my investment for mentorship for all of 2024. Like I am locked in for all of 2024 with my mentor. I'm with the same mentor I've been with for the last year, and I have no intention of ever leaving her. And that's just because I really believe in close proximity mentorship, and I really believe in having staying power with myself, with other people, with my coaches, all the things. So we'll make this episode short, but essentially what costs $85,000? So first, the mentor that I invest with, I'm in her highest container, which is VIP access, one-on-one calls. I'm part of a mastermind. I get private Voxer, all the things. That was $60,000 for the year. And then I also invested in her a VIP day with her, which was $12,500. And that's one day with her that actually just happened a few days ago. And it was absolutely life-changing. And it's funny because I'm recording this episode in October, but I already know that event, that day is going to be life-changing. So although I can't share details, I can promise you it's going to be life-changing. But I invested in that. And then I've also invested in other coaches that I admire. If they maybe put out a program, a short group program, master classes, whatever, I invested in a lot of those as well. So I invested in low ticket, mid, and high ticket offers, and it equaled a little over $85,000 for the year. Now, why do I do this? Well, I believe that my job is to live my life, learn lessons, and teach them. That's my job as a coach. And so I'm going to live my life to its fullest. I'm going to go on vacation. I'm going to change my environment. I'm going to play with my family. I'm going to prioritize my peace. I'm going to prioritize my freedom. I'm going to prioritize luxury. I'm going to do all of those things. But I'm also going to put myself into spaces with people who have been where I'm going and are thinking about things in maybe a way that I haven't yet thought about it, and offer me perspectives that maybe I haven't seen so that I can grow faster. I see mentorship as a fast forward button to your success. Yes, I could do it alone, and sure, it would happen because I know myself, but it would take longer. And time is my biggest priority, and convenience is my priority, and I'll never sacrifice time. And if I have to pay more in order to conserve my time, I'm going to. And that is why I invest in the mentorship that I invest in. I found a mentor that was specialized in the exact things that I wanted to work on, and I hired her, and I've never looked back. And it has grown my business. In Friday's episode, I'm actually going to talk about how my business has grown over the last year, so you can kind of see a comparison. But when I grow, my business grows. And when I grow, my clients grow. And that's the goal is yeah, I love when my business grows. I love when you come into my containers. Obviously, so many of you have been purchasing the 12 days of D. It's just truly incredible to put out these offers. But the best part is when I see my clients succeed, and my clients succeed because of the way that I'm growing myself. And I have to model that behavior first. So I see a lot of coaches that will talk about the importance of mentorship, but they're not involved with a mentor. They're just paying for masterclasses. And it's until you've paid for mentorship, close proximity, one-on-one mentorship, there's no way that you can truly speak to that. If you sell masterclasses, you can talk about being in masterclasses, but I just think that if you're going to be a mentor, you have to be mentored. If you're going to sell programs, you have to be in a program. And not everybody does this. And I believe that that's why I have had the success I have, because I walk the walk and I talk the talk. And when I talk about the importance of mentorship, it's because I invest over $5,000 a month in mentorship. And that's a really big deal to me. I also like to make sure that my investments are planned out for the next year. So I told my mentor a few months ago, hey, by the way, I'm not leaving you next year. So whatever needs to happen to make sure that I'm locked in for all of 2024 and forever. I literally said to her, I would like no end date. Please just keep me on the books forever. I'm locked in. I'm good. My central nervous system is calm. I'm never going to have that moment of oh my God, my container's ending. I need to figure it out. That energy is not, I'm not available for that energy. I'm not the girl that's available for that energy in any area of my life, whether that be my business, my investments, the way that I interact with my friends. I have radical responsibility in my conversations. I have radical responsibility in my relationships. And that translates to the way that I invest in myself, the way that I show up for myself, the way that I show up for my clients, the way that I show up for my business. So everything is connected. And that is why if you are growing a business, if you're growing a career, if you're growing a life, I think mentorship is so important. And that is why I have the mentorship containers I have, because I like to put people in these spaces, because it is literally pressing the fast forward button. No one is saying you can't do this yourself. I'm saying, why would you want to waste more time if you don't have to? Like, I literally teach people how to do things that took me 3 years and they do it in 6 months. Like, I've watched my clients this year just like blow the fuck up in like a month. And what they did in a month took me 6. And it's like, that's the power of mentorship, right? Like, my mentor took 5 years to do some things and I was able to do it in a couple months. And that's because I invested with somebody who is where I'm going. And she was able to carve out a path for me so that I could get there quicker. And of course, that's backed by my action. That's backed by my dedication. That's backed by my own belief. But again, when you lack belief, having a mentor, somebody to be there to be like, remember who the fuck you are, is also pressing the fast forward button, because then you're not dwelling on these limiting beliefs that you have. You're not dwelling in these like low frequencies and vibrations. Instead, even if you do dip, you know how to get yourself out of it. So invest in mentorship this year. Whatever you are wanting to do in 2024, invest in it this year. A, because it's smart. B, it's a freaking tax write-off. Like, get an extra tax write-off for 2023. Why not? Your mentorship is a tax write-off. So if you do it before the end of the year, you absolutely get that tax write-off in this year. Why wouldn't you want that? If you want to get into some of my higher ticket containers, my mastermind, private mentorship, I got lots of options and I have space available. And if that is something that you want, please slide into my DMs at Danielle_on-the-daily and we will talk about it. Until Friday, our last episode of the season, I will see you then. Bye.